let's just talk about, England for a little longer. I want to go to Anuradha and talk to her about, you know, what do you think made this victory possible? I mean, what if you have to name three factors? What are the three factors you think made this victory possible for you, for England?
One, so when we were talking before the start of the match, we were talking about how the new India team was that different, etc., and a lot of praise for the new India team. And but I think while the England team, while being cognizant of how the new India team was, they were not intimidated truly. Okay, and it showed from day one. Look at those calm, steady partnerships, right? There were partnerships throughout the first innings. Okay, good contributions from a lot of people. I mean, even the like 30s contributions from Pope and I'm just forgetting. Uh,
Sibley,
there
yeah.
was yeah, yeah. So initially, I mean the Burns Sibley partnership, then the Sibley Root partnership, then the Stokes Root partnership. They were really really great. And so I believe those calm, steady partnerships, because they were not intimidated. They did not feel intimidated. They went out to play. They were like, we'll ensure that there are partnerships, which is something, which is where I think India failed very badly. I will get into that later. This was the first thing, I think, that they were not intimidated and ensured that they had steady partnership. Second was root. Okay. I mean, oh God, Root is in form, Root is confident. So of course, Root. Third factor, I would say these two newcomers, whom Raja and I think Kanishk also mentioned, that the two new spinners, they were not at all intimidated, right? I think between the two of them, they have just played 25 test matches or something on those lines, some around the same number, around that number, and for them to take 11 wickets together out of the 20 wickets, that's really cool. So yeah, I mean, this is whatever, however you see the team, they were definitely not intimidated. They were very confident, and I think the fact that they won the series in Sri Lanka, they just came out. Well, I mean, maybe very very cognizant and aware of what who they are gonna who they were going to face, but definitely not intimidated.
Sure. So I think you're right about this one, Anuradha, that they definitely felt at home. I mean, India hasn't played a home test or a home first class match for a long time, and we forget that IPL was not in India; it was in UAE. The wickets had more pace and bounce than a typical Indian wicket, and also they then went away to Australia, while England has been playing test matches in Sri Lanka. So yeah, that must have
Yeah,
played.
to call this our home ground is actually wrong.
Yeah, let me hop over to Mayuresh and put him on the spot for the same question, Mayuresh.
Please remember something that Mayuresh said in our preview of the
I
preview
know, I
discussion.
remember that. I
He
remember that.
said
And
that I want India to lose the
lose.
first match because that is when they bounce back and they win the series. Okay,
Well, I
this is what
remember
he
it
had
only
said.
too well.
This has happened because of Mayuresh. Okay, India has lost because of
Let's
Mayuresh.
ask him. Let's ask him, Mayuresh. So, what made this victory possible for England? What are the three factors you think?
For me, the first factor was toss. I think Root won one of the most important toss. All said and done, toss played its importance in the match. Second, I think whatever things could go right went right for England. Even we talked about Dom Base, Jack Lees, bowling well, everything is said and done. But there were few unlucky dismissal for India. Cheteshwar Pujara, that was unlucky. And sometimes when in the first session, the first day, first session, when India got back-to-back wickets, there was a period when Sibley and Root were very tentative. But the ball went into air, but it never went near the players. I think that played the role. I think again, we say luck doesn't matter, but luck mattered a lot in this match. And third thing, maybe people won't agree with me, but I thought I don't know. It was Virat Kohli's body language or Indians player body language. I don't know, whatever it was very bad. After lunch, I thought they were 60, so for 70 for 2, and India could have gone for attack. But I don't know what they were doing on that. But I thought somewhere down the line, the body language was very poor. I didn't see a good captaincy altogether. Now, this is the same team which gave a tough fight to Australia in Australia, but it was struggling against the English. Not, I don't know who plays or whatever the strategy was. And if Akshar Patel was injured, why was Kuldeep Yadav was not in the team? Because I thought in the standing, if Akshar doesn't play, Kuldeep should have played. But I was like surprised to see Nadim in the lineup.
No, we'll talk about India,
thought,
but let's talk about England. What went right for England? What are the factors?
Yeah, that's what I think. Toss, I think their luck, and I think whatever, I think Root was in a cap. And I think, again, way Anuradha said, England are playing in the spinning condition for last 1 and 1 month. They played 2 tough matches against Sri Lanka where it was like all spin, spin, spin. Whereas India came from a different environment where spin doesn't hardly plays any part. I think that all went. And then to win a crucial toss, I think all that helped England to win. And I think Joe Root's form, I think he's in an amazing form in the current year.
All right. Okay. I mean, the last word has to be with Harry on this particular one. So Harry, I'll ask you the same question. So obviously, both Anuradha and Mayuresh, they talked about the fact that England has been playing in similar conditions in the last 1.5 months, 2 test matches, played a lot of spin in Sri Lanka. So obviously, puts you in a good, frame of mind, gives you good practice. But what about, are there any other factors according to you? What about the return of somebody like Ben Stokes? I mean, he can make a big difference even with a wicket. We saw that today. He took the crucial wicket of Virat Kohli. He can make a difference with the kind of runs we saw that on the second day, scored some very, very crucial runs. Do you think that makes a difference, the presence of a player like Ben Stokes? And also the form of Jimmy Anderson is like, he didn't play the first test match in Sri Lanka, played wonderfully well in the second test match. And what a spell he had today. I mean, the final day, you expect the English seamer to do so well. So what were the factors according to you, Harry? I mean, apart from what these guys have already talked about, what Anuradha and Mayuresh already talked about, what according to you were the crucial factors, 3 crucial factors that led to English victory?
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree with a lot of what's been said. I mean, obviously the first innings runs, but just to add to that, we talked about the preparation in Sri Lanka and what that's done, and it's given the likes of Dom Sibley, who his first 3 innings in Sri Lanka, he was basically a walking wicket, but he's obviously done something with the coaching staff or worked hard behind the scenes and worked something out. And you can see the guys on telly analysing his technique and his footwork slightly different. So that's given people like Sibley, as a batting line has changed a little bit from Sri Lanka, but someone like him, it's given him a chance to adapt his game, and that means that they can hit the ground running in this first test match, which they've done. The other thing I think, like I said before, England did the basics really well, and they might have dropped 1 or 2 catches. I can't remember any particularly, but they took some great catches, and that makes a huge difference when you're playing a side like India, and getting 20 wickets is so difficult. And I think it's something that hasn't quite been highlighted enough, is that England just did the basics really well. They had a game plan and stuck to it. And I think the last thing is just the variety of different skills in the bowling. And like, for example, Dominic Bess was fairly ineffective in that last innings, but as soon as Washington Sundar came out to bat, he was throwing the ball because he spins the ball away from the left-hander. He took his wicket. Okay, he then bowled a little bit of rubbish, which Kohli got stuck into, but that's okay. He played a part. Stokes came on later, who bowls nice and straight. One kept low, and obviously Anderson doing his thing first thing in the morning when there was just a window of opportunity for some swing bowling. And Jack Leach looked really dangerous bowling to the right-handers. So, I think, my third point there is just the fact that England had quite a lot of variety in the bowling attack, and it meant that everybody could chip in at different parts of the day.
Sure. All right. I think a lot of fair points there.